bit on those deep passes.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's one pass. It doesn't affect it. I think I was more proud of the way that we came back and fought and scored a touchdown to put us up in that fourth quarter. But, misses like that happen. Obviously, I want that one back. Everyone wants that one back, but misses do happen. It's just part of the game.
Could you talk to us about that scoring drive, the length of it, the duration of it? I mean, you guys gobbled up a lot of the clock on that one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a brutal drive. That was a long one, but it was really fun. Even being backed up on 4th and 11, I kind of took that as a challenge to go and make sure I was getting that first down no matter what. And I think for us, it showed a lot of greediness, showed a lot of toughness from our offense.
Was that your play for the 4th and 11 play, or was that something that developed?
Something that developed. We had something else called. One of our 3rd and longer plays to try to get past the sticks, and Michael was collapsing a little bit, just stepped up and got out.
Kale kind of got thrown into the fire at center in that game, and what have you seen from him, and how hard is it for a freshman at that position?
Yeah, I'm super proud of Kale. I told him that after the game too. It's hard to be thrown into an environment like that. SEC opener too, on the road. Not ideal situation for him, but super proud of how he stepped up.
Free said yesterday maybe he wants to see a little bit tighter throws sometime and in the tighter windows and trust your receivers. I guess what have those conversations been like with him earlier this week when you look at some of the passing opportunities from his last game?
Yeah, I think for us, it wasn't really tighter windows, more so than just trusting receivers down the field. Whether that's maybe the last progression, the read, and just not being able to get to them, or just trusting that our guys can be there, and it's either going to be a caught by us or a PI or an incompletion. Just little stuff like that.
How comforting is it to have Cam Coleman out there?
It's nice. he'll go up and get the ball no matter what, so I like throwing it up to him.
How much more tougher were they making it to kind of run the ball, especially with you and some of the scrambles, some of the design stuff they did? What they were doing
it was tough, and they were running a bunch of games, a bunch of stunts up front. I don't know what the pressure rate was, but they blitzed a ton in that game, and it's hard. It's hard for our O-line to pass off stuff like that in the run game, and it's a little easier in the pass game when you're dropping back and letting it develop in front of you. But in the run game, you're hitting it hard downfield. So props off to them for having a good game plan.
Obvious question, but how much more would it help you, as a passer, if you guys are able to kind of maybe get the ground game going a little bit more in this game against A&M?
Yeah, it does help. It opens up a lot of things, but vice versa. We're throwing the ball and chucking it down the field and getting completions, and they might start backing the safeties up and be able to run the ball.
How is it, and obviously everybody's been here before, when you lose a game that I'm sure you thought you should have won in a lot of ways, and some you didn't have any control over, but to then come back here and say, okay, that's over, that's gone, time to move on.
Yeah, it sucks, obviously, losing a game like that and in the fashion that it happened. Definitely sucked, but I think for us, we got one more game, and if we go into our bye week 4-1 and have 2 weeks to prepare against Georgia, that'd be ideal for us. And I think for us, it's just being able to move on and being able to, take the lessons, the mistakes that we made in that game, and learn and improve from them.
Is there actually, because you had every opportunity to win on the road against a team that hardly ever loses at home. Is there some confidence to be gained out of that game, even though you didn't win?
Yeah, for sure. I think our guys fought extremely hard. I think our defense played their butts off, and I think that we showed a lot of fight in that game. And if they don't take anything else from the actual game, I want them to take that fight that they have from that game and apply it to every other game we had this season.
Jackson, obviously, you've got the defensive front, but as you move on and try to focus on what are some of the biggest things you learned from just pass protection and what you did with the ball in your hands? When you went back and studied the film, what were some of the biggest takeaways?
Yeah, it's 2 completely different teams. Obviously, Coach V does a great job of mixing up different looks and throwing a bunch of different pressures at you, and trying to catch you off guard with the protections. And I think A&M's a little more mild in that sense, and I think for us it's good to just work on the fundamentals this week.
All right, thanks, Jackson.
Thank you.